Right, here we are. Just a quick update on Microsoft Flight Sim with a GTX 1080 Ti, and I'm running what am I running? Oculus Rift S. Um, so you can have a quick look at my settings on here. Just pause it and take note. Yep, that's what we're running at. So that should give you a baseline of what we're going at. Now I'm going to have to put you into that horrible stereotropic view mode, because if I take it off with like zoomed in, cropped in, it looks very strange. You can usually tell. Just a quick 5-minute flight, North Wales, just going down the Mumbles between Anglesey and North Wales coast. Right, we're on autopilot, so we'll have a look around. I'm using the hand controls rather than a HOTAS or anything, which does work quite well now. So I will don the goggles of doom, put you back in stereotropic. There you go. Wow. Pick up my hand controllers again. Hoops. Give a hand controller. That one will do. Yeah. Get them in the right hands. Take my head out of that compass. And resume. May go a bit wonky. No, okay. And we seem to have no sound. Never mind. Okay, so Puffin Island out to our right. We're right at the north end of the Mumbles. This is Anglesey in front of us. You can see right the way across to Holyhead at the far end, and Valley. And I've got, oh dear, hang on. I seem to have my autopilot turned on. Hang on, let's just crank the autopilot round as we come back round on Puffin Island. In fact, let's turn it off a minute. Get hold of the flight stick, and now we just fly it as if we're in VTOL. Just bring it back round. I am a little bit high. Just let me reset my camera. That's better. Okay, we're in one of the Fox Cubs. I think it's a Fox Cubs, the prototype jobs. We'll look around at that in a minute. Just let me turn the beast. In fact, you've probably got sound. I've not got sound. Okay, so now we're looking down the Mumbles with Wales and Snowdonia off that way. I forgot I've got hands. There we go, kind of hands. So Snowdonia's there. So this is Anglesey. Mumbles, of course, in front of us, and RF Valley's right the way over there. I can actually see the other end of the island I am at. This screen is so small. 1100 feet. Let's try and get this to just get a right. Let's let go of the stick. We have something weird going on here. Autogate pilot's on. That's why. Let's spin it back. Bit of an aggressive turn. So that should, when I let go, should give me level flight, which is that one there. All the buttons are labelled. Yep. Throttle's over here. Alright, if I just press trigger, I can switch over to my other hand. Throttle, props there. Flaps, they're here. Fuel gauge for the left wing on that side, and for the right wing on that side. And with the swivel chair, we can take a look behind us. The glass canopy, radio aerial at the top. Great. flight model. Just use the thumbsticks. So we come across. We're on live weather at the moment, and live time of day. It's about 2 o'clock, I think. I'll just give it a bit of oomph. Get the nose down a bit. So off we go. So as you can see, everything's running perfectly smooth. No idea what frame rate I'm getting. All I know is it's smooth in here, which is the main thing when it comes to VR. I'm not getting any weird artifacts out on the horizon or up on the clouds or off the prop. Plenty of detail. What are we on now? We are 1,000 feet. We'll keep it at 1,000 feet. I wonder if I can level mode on. No, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Let's go back on that angle that I've put on. Okay, so if I just get hold of that, you can see on the map on the right hand side where we are. This being Wales, that being Ireland, that being Scotland. So we can see the Mumbles disappearing out in front of us and back out into the sea. Cardigan Bay is just round the headland up there, which is the headland that I can see is there. You can just see it through the props, the hill. So view distance isn't a problem, nothing's blurry. With this screen I've got it split, so these are pretty small, so I do have to lean in to about there. I can read everything, speed and all the rest of it. We are over speeding, so let's drop the prop and the throttle, which we can see over here. There's one of the bridges as we come up on it, just down there on the Mumbles. So what have we got on the left here? Is this Bangor? I think this is Bangor. Yeah. So here's the first of the two bridges coming up. Altitude's dropping a little bit. Yeah, 800 feet. Let's just get up a bit. So as we come across here, see a couple of little islands down there. There's actually a house on the second one, the nearest one into the shore.
500.
Getting a good view of the buildings down there. Car park, cars, bits and bobs. Yeah, so there's a house. You can just see it there. See the white roof, the house in there. It's got a little kind of gangway, which obviously floods at high tide. Okay, we're coming up on the second bridge. Just below us. Running truck off to the left. There's the main road. Again, everything's running smooth. Everything's looking good. We're actually getting into quite contrasty here. The sun's behind the clouds. We're heading towards the sun. Let's get a bit of height as we get to the end of the Mumbles. Just start to level off a bit here on the climb rate as the speed drops off. I'll just keep a little bit of back pressure on the stick. shoreline down the bottom. Yeah, they've made a lot of improvements. Every time I come on, they seem to have made more and more improvements as far as kind of optimization and stability in VR, which is unusual because VR usually just gets left out in the cold when it comes to updates, unless obviously it's a VR game. But this has continued to get better. I think I started playing this on a 970 on an Oculus CV1. There's the marina down there. In fact, let's just let's think here. If we turn the battery off, alternator off, fuel pumps off. What else we got over here? Can we actually kill the power? Fuel selector off. Let's go for a little bit of a emergency landing to finish off. So the nose dropping down. This is one of the great things of having everything on a screen. You lose power, and now I've got no visual clue as to my speed. So we're taking our cues off. The fact that we're in VR and we've got depth perception and full 3D. Flat screen, you might be struggling. So these fields look pretty nice. So we'll stick it down in here. Let's give ourselves full flaps. Just to kill the speed and give us a nice easy rate of descent, or slow rate of descent when we get down here and level off. We'll just float in. Bit of rudder just to correct that. Crosswind. Come on, floating. Just trying to bleed the speed off here. We're down. We're down. Through the wall. Right, and that is us down and landed. When the prop decides to stop, which it doesn't want to, never mind. But yeah, there we go. Working wonderful as ever. Right, thanks for watching that short one. I hope it was a short one anyway. And sorry about the stereotropic view on YouTube. Right. Adios.